KevG weather overview, and here we go again. We've got a flooding situation potentially for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Not from a tropical storm, but just from an old frontal boundary that's going to be sitting over the area once again, just like what happened just before Elsa came along. And with so much humidity still lying around, all you really need is a focusing mechanism and a trigger to start shower and thunderstorm development. And that's what we're looking at for tomorrow night. The National Weather Service has a flash flood watch in effect for Monday afternoon into Monday night. And on the right-hand side, you can see the expected rainfall. And they're looking at basically a 2 to 3 inch area for Western Long Island, North Shore, Western Long Island, the five boroughs, and right over the very same area, right over the Bronx and right over southern Westchester and western parts of Connecticut, the same area that got absolutely clobbered late last week is in line once again for potentially heavy rain. And we do have a severe weather threat, so the whole ball of wax is coming at us again tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, with a focused frontal boundary that's going to sit over the area, and showers and thunderstorms are going to develop, and they're going to sit for a while, it looks like, over the tri-state area, especially in the areas that are in gold with that area of rainfall on the right. Now, the Weather Prediction Center, they have an area of moderate risk of flash flooding. You don't see this often, folks, and this is what happened last week with the excessive rainfall that we got. We got a month's worth of rain in a span of 2 days. Some places got 2 months worth of rain in a span of 2 days. And the potential here, again, is for some serious flooding, whether it be the subways, whether it be the streets, the highways, basement flooding. This area of red, this moderate risk of heavy rain, once again, you don't see it. And even the slight risk of heavy rain or excessive rain is over a very wide area. So this is a bullish forecast from the Weather Service. We'll get to the temperatures in just a second. Now, the models, unfortunately, are not doing a good job with handling how this is all going to play out. I ran through the GFS, and it really didn't make much sense to me. The only thing I could pick out is that if you watch the lines of equal pressure, this is for Monday morning into Monday afternoon, how they kind of bulge out a little bit. They're pointing out, and that's this warm front trying to push through. That's indicative of the warm front. But the model itself doesn't really cover the precipitation all that well. And we're just going to have to go by the forecasters at the National Weather Service and at the Weather Prediction Center, because the models aren't doing that good of a job. But the general idea from the models is okay. A tapering off, as it were, late Monday night into early Tuesday of shower and thunderstorm activity. And then we're just going to have to worry about the day-to-day pop-ups. The main theme after we get rid of the showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, is the persistent heat and humidity for the rest of the week. Nothing terribly excessive, but definitely classic summer weather on the way. We're not really going to get a break. This front that's going to move through on Tuesday is not going to provide any type of relief. And then the next organized area of rain, once we get past tomorrow, is going to be in the form of a slow-moving front. And I think that this is going to cause us problems Saturday into Sunday, as we've got another situation sometime over the weekend, this coming weekend, where we're going to have an old front. It's going to sit over the area and not really move much. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on that. Now, with respect to the temperatures, this is tomorrow. It's going to feel like a steamy day with highs reaching the mid and upper 80s and plenty of humidity. Now, a bit better on Tuesday with leftover clouds once we get rid of the rain. And I think temperatures won't be as high on Tuesday. But then for Wednesday, the humidity is going to come up. And for late in the week, that's when you'll start to notice that the temperatures do start to come up, with highs generally in the mid and upper 80s, feeling like it anyway with the higher humidity. And then once we get to Friday and Saturday, we'll see temperatures approaching 90, and then we'll have to wait for that front to move through, see how fast it progresses. But the main story for tomorrow, if you're going to be out and about, it could be a potentially rough Monday evening commute, and that is going to be compromised by flooding rains, downpours, and severe weather. And whoever gets hit the hardest is liable to see another 2 to 3 inches of rain on top of what we've already gotten so far. So that's the story. Keep tabs on the weather forecast through the next 24 hours, and we'll have a look at the weekend forecast later in the week.